famous KROQ.
That's an Easter egg.
Hell yeah. How goes it? Welcome. Friday morning.
A lot of sadness went on yesterday from what I can see outside the inner circle.
Just from the rumblings that you've been getting through the grapevine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Klein did a lot of sad things. I hear Johnny did a lot of sad things.
Johnny.
There's a lot of sadness on the show.
Johnny doesn't know it, but he lost all his dignity yesterday.
Yeah, so much sad.
Can you fill me in?
Here, I'll give you the details. I don't want to blow the whole nut right now so early in the morning, but I will say that I never understood. I always heard that phrase, jump the shark. And it's when something that was cool.
It's a reference to an old episode of Happy Days,
right? And then it was all way before my time, but I guess, there was no one cooler on the planet than, what the hell?
Fonzie. The Fonz, man.
Fonz.
Henry Winkler.
He
and
was
he
the coolest.
still continues to be cool.
Well, apparently he was the coolest guy in the
when he
world.
talks about that eye condition.
And then one episode, he jumped over. He literally did an episode where he water skied over some sharks, and that's when the entire world at the same time looked at this guy.
I think he jumped a boat, but he was using sharks as skis. That's what happened.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
That is ridiculous.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's where that's why the phrase came to be.
So I guess that's when the entire world at the same time goes, why did we think this guy was cool?
Yeah.
This guy sucks.
That is cool.
He
used sharks to jump a boat, man.
Yeah, in theory.
That's what happened.
Well, regardless.
Like you went so over the top that it backfired.
It backfired.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what happened to Postmaster Johnny yesterday. He got bamboozled by the company into participating in their stupid group meeting or team building meeting or whatever.
Well, they're trying to make the meetings a little bit more fun, and I will say that yesterday's meeting was more fun than the other really bad
They're
meetings.
nice people. Thank you, Allison.
They are
They're
nice
great
people, and they're trying to make everyone a little happier because they have to go into work every day.
Was it all the pie wine that Kevin was shilling out there?
I didn't shill any. In fact, they asked me to bring them more, and I said, I'm not bringing you guys anymore. I'm giving them so much free
They made
product.
it look like on their socials that you hooked them up.
No, it's leftover from like a concert I gave them. But yeah, they were yesterday. They were like nickel and diamond. Hey, can you bring a couple more cases? I said, guys, I brought in
really?
thousands of dollars of free product here. It's not helping me.
You mean you're getting bamboozled by your own company?
I'm getting bamboozled by my own company. But let's not derail from the issue that matters. Is that Postmaster Johnny got convinced by some idiots here to dress like a bumblebee and jump around
Is there video?
I took video like when he was almost done. He was shaking his ass at the crowd with little antenna headbands on.
I was shaking my stinger at everybody.
And
got it. So I got the end of that. I thought he was going to go for longer.
The best is that I watched a lot of people just like you could see the look of loss of respect in people's eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I used to think that kid was cool.
Yeah.
It's like a special needs blind melon video.
Thank you, Jake.
Okay.
That's what we all were thinking, but we didn't want to say.
And are we going to talk about...
We know that Odyssey rules the airwaves in Los Angeles.
I missed that part. I left the meeting very early because I was like, it was a little too much like rah-rah.
That was our shout-out, man.
Yeah, I missed all that.
Yeah.
We got a
It's
big
your
show.
best friend, by the way.
Big show planned for you today, and we'll get to it all next, KROQ.
Klein.
KROQ Show. Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM.
All right, let's not bury the lead.
Yeah, this is the lead here.
These are some fun facts about Odyssey Los Angeles.
That's not a fun lead. Let's bury that lead. We got
fun facts, dude.
I know. Yesterday was a rah-rah team building meeting that happened, and they used Pi Day as an excuse to get everyone there so they could bribe us with pizza, and then we had to sit down and look at graphs and PowerPoints. And that's the worst part about any sort of a meeting when you think, meeting just by the nature of the name meeting already, I think everyone's setting themselves up to be disappointed. But then they try to disguise the meeting as it's a fun hang where we're going to give you booze and food. And people go, all right, I'll forget there's a meeting for a moment because there's booze and food. And then the second your ass hits the chair, the screen goes on and it's like pie chart, bar graph.
And I hate it when they go through the pie charts and the graphs and stuff, and they just say everything on the screen. They're just literally reading everything on the screen.
Right.
I'm like, I can also read.
Right.
So
I can't, though.
I could not, so I appreciate that they read it.
We can just sit in silence, and you can just go through the screens.
Yeah.
We don't need to do this whole thing.
At the end of the meeting, was your takeaway?
Odyssey is the Los Angeles powerhouse.
That was my meeting. That was what I took from it all.
Well,
Yeah.
we should
It was a
explain
brainwashing
that
session.
at one point, the guy who does LA in a Minute, who's a very nice guy, he
is.
did a whole spread on the stations here in our LA building, and he did like a little spread on each station and their background, which I actually found kind of interesting. But when he got to KROQ, he mentioned that he's neighbors with Klein and that he's really close. That he's really close with you.
Yeah,
And it
it
was
was a
kinda-
little weird.
it was
I was just
kinda
like, I didn't know
funny.
you guys were that close.
First
I
of
thought
all,
you guys were just kind
co-
of like
Radio
friendly. I
Bros?
Couple
guess.
things. I missed that part of the meeting. I don't live there anymore, but we lived on the same street, and I didn't realize it until I was out walking my dog one time, and I hear, "Hey, Klein,
By the way,
you got a
up,
minute?"
Klein?
He said, "You got a minute." It's his
so he
catchphrase.
talks like that all the time.
all the time.
And then at the
That's
end of the
so
conversation,
funny.
he goes, "All right, Klein, it's been a minute."
It's been a minute. And I said, "But I'm still talking." He goes, "That's it. That's our time." And he walked
Follow
away.
me at LA in a Minute on Instagram and
He's a
TikTok.
nice guy. It was a very.
Here, can I play the audio for you since you didn't get to hear it?
Sure. Allie said it was. Allie said it's very. Is it cringe, Allie?
And I wouldn't say cringe. You know, they
I
pay,
enjoyed
they
it.
pay respect to like the you guys and the great Kevin and Bean. I mean, I think
right.
it was well done.
All right, sure. Let's hear it. Sure. Why not?
And I can't talk about KROQ without talking about Klein and Allie, two people near and dear to my heart.
Okay, really?
Oh, I'm near and dear to the heart too.
You
Oh
get-
man,
You just get.
I think I
because-
met him once.
Yeah, but because you know me, you're like
I'm near and dear as
yeah,
well.
You're
Oh,
connected.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
What about me?
No.
We're not mentioned.
Man, we sound
God damn it.
just alike, and he doesn't know me.
Yeah. Jake could be him. Jake could do his voiceover work.
That is true. All right, it continues.
In the case of Klein, I mean that literally. He's one of my neighbors. But seriously, replacing a Hall of Fame duo like Kevin and Bean is never easy.
Well, we
but
didn't-
Klein and Allie have already built the foundation for a fantastic legacy.
Wow.
That's
And
very
everyone
nice.
clapped.
Did they really?
Yes, I think out of awkwardness, but they clapped.
Just want to say this is the part about this job that bothers me the most. We didn't replace Kevin and Bean. We didn't, and that was the thing that was. Kevin and Bean were here for a long time, and then Bean decided, I'm done. I got nothing left. I'm moving to London. And then it was Kevin and a couple of leftovers. And then they did that.
good name for a show.
They did that thing for a
The
bit.
bad leftovers.
Yeah, and Omar will
Including
say
me,
it.
by the
And
way.
Omar will say it. And Omar was a part of it.
Yeah.
And then we come in with shrapnel and hate and boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom. But that's one of the things that bothers me the most is that narrative that like Kevin and Bean were here one day and then we just showed up and said, "All right, move it out,
Get
old
outta
timers."
here, you.
It's not what happened
Man,
at
that
all.
struck a nerve. I didn't even notice he said that. To be honest,
One
with
of
you.
these
I've
days-
listened to that like 4 times.
One of these days, I'll get into the whole meeting I had with Kevin Ryder where he took me to lunch and he wanted me to potentially join him, and I was going to bring Allie along. I said, "I got this."
Oh, you were? I didn't know about that.
Not you, the other Allie.
Oh, yeah, that
I
makes
said,
sense.
she was great.
She was fun.
All right, we got to take a break. What a start to the show. Unbelievable.
This
We
is
got-
just the beginning.
Today, here's what we got for you. What
You know why it's so good? Because
We know that Odyssey rules the airwaves in Los
they
Angeles.
rule the airwaves. They rule it. So on the show today, your last chance to get on the Green Day standby boarding list, at least with us, to go to Dublin. You'll have chances throughout the day. We're going to give away that trip Monday morning. We got the Weezer show happening tonight, Highland Park. Very intimate show. We got tickets for that. And if you're still looking to get out of your job today, we will give away a few more lift tickets for some Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day, which, Omar, I don't know if you heard any of the conversation before the show. Allie
it
is,
was one of the saddest things of.
Okay.
It's super sad.
We'll get to it later.
Thank
but
you.
Allie,
Glad you
Allie,
got through that.
one of the biggest mistakes you can make when you're heading up a mountain, and we'll get to all that coming up next.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
KROQ.
Feel them Friday vibes. Coming up later, lift tickets for you. Want to cut out of work? Perhaps you're driving there right now. We'll give you a chance in just a moment to turn around. Vanessa, how many more lift tickets can we give out this morning for the Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day happening later today up at Snow Summit?
5.
5 more pairs of lift tickets?
Yes.
Oh, great.
The coffee has hit me,
All
guys.
right.
The coffee has hit me.
Good. I like it. Well, hopefully someone's battling Vanessa now. She is fired up today. I love it. That was
Please
aggressive.
battle Vanessa.
My God. Let's get into it.
Her yoga is hot and her sister is too. Let's find out if Allie knows the news.
All right, 5 questions about the world. Score better than someone on the show.
Johnny has an agent, and Allie wishes she did too. Let's find out if Allie knows the
Thank you.
news. Giggles.
Joey, who would you like to battle? It's a Pick Your Poison Friday. $100 of Allie's money is still up for grabs, but you can battle anyone on the show to win that money.
Let's go against a highly caffeinated Vanessa.
I love it.
Great choice.
She is jacked up on caffeine and ready to go. Someone to go ahead and sequester her far, far away. As soon as she can no longer hear the show, we will get to your questions. 5 of them stand between you and $100 of Allie's money. And Vanessa's got the language barrier, the caffeine barrier, the height barrier, and everything else. Your round, yep, she's sequestered. Allie knows the news. Joey starts now.
Allie knows the news.
This LA athlete's new wife was finally revealed, and it turns out she's a basketball star.
Sohei Ohtani?
Question 2. This store has just announced major changes to its self-checkout lines.
Walmart.
Question 3. Iconic Santa Monica attraction has just been sold.
The rides on the pier, the boardwalk?
Question number 4. This actor was just fined for going off trail in Yellowstone.
Kevin Costner.
And finally, this star receiver for the Los Angeles Chargers is no more, as he was traded to the Chicago Bears.
Oh, man. I do not know this one. Random player. No shot at this one.
All right. That's okay. You put in a good effort.
Good job.
Did well. I think Allie may have to pay you some money today. I don't think Vanessa's going to know a lot of these.
I can't wait for Vanessa to pronounce the first one.
I can't wait for her to pronounce any of them. Let's bring her in. She can bring her back. I don't care if she comes in the studio or her office. The choice is hers.
Take another sip of coffee, by the way.
Make sure she, yes. By the way, if you guys don't think that's coffee, you're crazy. She's Colombian, and she is coked up big time right now. It's
By the way,
obvious.
the best thing about jacked up caffeinated Vanessa is the eventual Vanessa crash.
Oh, man.
It's the best.
It's going to hit her hard driving up the mountain
Guys,
today.
I need to go to sleep.
All right, Vanessa, you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Question number 1. This LA athlete's new wife was finally revealed, and it turns out she's a basketball star.
Shohei. The
Excuse-
baseball player. Shohei. Right?
Can I get a last name?
Hi. I don't know.
I think she was saying she's so high.
She's so high.
So high.
That is correct. She is so high. What? You think his name is Show and his last name is High?
No, I know that's not it, but I don't know.
All right, I'll give her the point.
Come on, she
Guys,
knows.
I give her the point. That's okay.
Yeah, totally.
Shohei Ohtani, and she got it right. And by the way, Joey got it right. It's tied up. We go to question number 2. This store has just announced major changes to its self-checkout lines.
Walmart.
He said that too, but you
It's
guys,
Target.
it's Target. It's Target.
Are you sure it's not Walmart?
I'm sure it's Target. I bet you everyone's going to start doing it now because of all the thievery that's going on at the self-checkout, but this particular story is about Target. We go to question number 3. This iconic attraction in Santa Monica has just been sold.
The carnival place at the pier in Santa Monica.
All right, Pacific Park. That's what he said as well, and that
Yeah.
is the correct answer. Ferris wheel, ride, the whole thing.
They're putting like $10 million into it. They're going to make the food better, too.
Go to, couldn't get worse. Question number 4. You guys are all tied up. Congratulations to this point with 2 questions left. This actor was just fined for going off trail in Yellowstone.
Okay, I don't know his name, but he's on Mamma Mia. He's the dad. He's one of the guys. He's the good-looking dad.
She's right.
He's the good-looking dad from Mamma Mia.
Yes.
I'm sure that's how he wants to be
How do we even look
remembered.
that up?
Are you talking about Pierce Brosnan?
Yeah.
That's the one. He said Kevin Costner, so I guess technically no one
He was
gets
not in Mamma
no one
Mia.
gets the point. But boy, Vanessa did know. And finally, it comes down to this: star wide receiver for the Chargers just traded to the Bears.
100%. I don't know this.
Okay,
That's what I said.
that's what he said too.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
I don't know any names.
Any name? All right. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and call this one a tie. Vanessa maybe wins by half a point. Unfortunately, we cannot give you any money. Joey, do you have a job that you could get out of today if we were to give you some consolation lift tickets?
I totally do.
Okay. Hold on then. You didn't win any money from Allie, but we will give you some lift tickets to join us for some Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day later
is
today.
worth more than that.
Worth way more than what you would have won from Allie. So hold on.
Heck yeah.
See you later today. Hopefully you're ready to drink. Oh, yeah. What do you have to shamefully admit over the airwaves of KROQ? Go ahead.
The highly caffeinated Vanessa knows the news.
She does.
This is KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. It's going to be a weird one today. So get comfortable, get ready. And we got more lift tickets coming up. We got to give away 5 pairs in the next hour and a half. No, in the next hour, we got to give away 5 pairs. So lots of chances to win coming up very shortly right here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. The world famous KROQ. KROQ.
Today's the day after the show. We get the hell out of here, head up the mountain. Apparently, there's been a bit of a snowstorm up there because I just saw that the schools in Big Bear were closed this morning.
Yeah.
So I guess they're getting a lot of fresh snow if you're going to be joining us for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day, or you would still like to join us.
Do you want me to read this severe weather alert for Big Bear Lake?
Sure. That's not going to make Johnny very happy, but go ahead.
Winter storm warning remains in effect until this is 6 p.m. last night. Heavy snow, additional snow accumulations of up to 5 inches, winds gusting as high as 45 miles per hour, total snow accumulations of 2 inches or less below 5,500 feet. And then they say travel should be very difficult.
Sweet.
Hazardous conditions could impact the morning or evening commutes and sharply reduce visibility in the snow and blowing snow. If you must travel, keep an extra flashlight, food, and water in your vehicle in case of emergency.
Well, I'm glad I'm driving up with Jake because he's such a mountain man. I feel
you
like
could probably lift the car up there.
With
his giant boobs.
Jake would go out into the woods, kill an animal, display the head on his desk, and let us eat the
And then
rest of it.
motorboat the animal.
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for that. Well, anyway, if you're driving up to hang with us a little bit later today, drive safely so we can all get together, and then it'll be totally worth it when we get up there and we can have drinks together at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. Well,
speaking of drinks, I had a weird. I don't know how often anyone even goes into a Starbucks anymore. I think like a lot of people do the order ahead thing, and then the drink is hopefully just waiting on that table.
Yeah, that's the best.
It does feel like if you were to add up all the time you've saved in your life by doing that, it's got to work out to like hours or days a year you're saving just by
you feel like such a VIP too.
It is unbelievable.
You know?
When the system works the way it is supposed to work, it is an amazing feeling because it's almost like you walk in, you almost forgot the fact that you put in the order and like paid for it, and you walk in, it's like, that's my exact drink sitting on the table with my name printed on the cup.
And you kind of feel like you got it for free because they're like, here, just take it.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow.
So I, the other day was walking in and I saw a table that had 11 drinks. There's always drinks, and I feel like for whatever reason, I don't know if this is a thing about society, it seems like there's always a bunch of rogue drinks that just got ordered and completely forgotten about.
I know, and I'm
At
always
any
so
given
curious
time.
as to what happened there. Like they have that in Vegas where there's like 1 million of them in the morning, and I'm like, okay, someone was just hungover
And ordered a bunch of stuff and then forgot it. But I think Starbucks,
at any given Starbucks, I'm always so curious.
I also think people sometimes it's the wrong one. They ordered the one close to their house, but they wanted to pick up. I think a lot of people do that sort of move.
That's happened in my life.
I've gone before and been like, "Where's my drink?" And then they're like, "Let's see what you did on the app." They're like, "Oh,
it's in West Covina.
Yeah.
Good luck."
And sometimes they're cool and they're like, "Oh, we'll remake it for you." I think that's what they're supposed to say. But a lot of times they're like,
You have to order it again.
Go order it again. So I'm walking in. I see a bunch of drinks on the thing. I see the one that I think is mine. There's a large black iced coffee. And
Is it the one that says,
my name's F and Kevin. Hello.
That's the one. It says it right on the cup. And as I'm walking over to it, I see another person pick it up, take a sip of it, look at the label confused, and then put it right back down with the drinks. I watched this whole thing happen. And then I go, I hope that one's not mine. And then, of course, as I get closer to it, I realize that's mine. So a person thought it was theirs, didn't read first, picked it up, took a sip, realized this doesn't taste like whatever they ordered, and then they put it right back down. And
what
I thought,
kind of animal does that?
That's what. So my first thought is,
Well, sometimes when you go up and it looks exactly like what you ordered, like
Allie's the animal. You're gross.
Allie, you've done this?
no,
You're a
I have
monster.
not done this.
Play the medical diagnosis about Allie. Yeah,
But I actually don't do this mobile order.
You're rotten.
All right.
A monster.
I don't do the more mobile ordering thing because I feel like then the drink sits there, and if it's iced, it gets all watery, and if
Right.
it's hot, it's not hot enough.
you don't value your time either. That's the
No,
other
I
thing about
don't.
you. You have
And
no
I
value
like
in
the
your time.
experience of complaining to the cashier
Alex
in
to wait in
person.
line, right.
So I did order, and then I went to go pick it up, and it looked like my drink. So I just picked up and took a like.
So you
I
do
knew-
that. You're
yeah,
the person that does
You
that.
just denied doing what we're talking about?
No,
When we
it
accused you of
was
doing
my
this?
drink, though.
Oh, it was yours.
Yes, it
Oh.
was. I didn't, because I knew what my drink looked like. I
So-
didn't need to look at the name because I knew I had just ordered it, and that's what they had just made, and then I knew that was mine. But I didn't look at the name
No,
before
but you
I
didn't
drank
know
it.
that was yours. They could have been making that same exact drink
Yeah,
for someone
somebody
else.
who ordered it. Right.
Right,
Not
exactly.
to sound racist, but all black coffee kind of looks alike, guys.
Oh, no.
Right? And so as a result, I see this person do that, and then I go, well, what am I doing now? Do I say something to the person that took a sip of it and start a whole altercation with the stranger? Like, hey, you just had
What
a
did
sip
the
of
stranger look like? Did they look kind of...
No, they looked like they were off to a job and they were dressed. It was, I think they actually did order a drink. Like, I think they were.
Was it a man, woman?
It was a man.
All right. Well,
But
if it was a girl, would you have cared as much?
if she was
If it was a
attractive.
hot girl,
If she was attractive,
yeah.
no, I would have taken it.
You're like, can you take another sip? Lick it for me?
Yeah, for sure. They just
Call me
start
a bad
licking.
boy.
So so then they put her drink down. Excuse me, they put his drink down, and then he grabbed his drink and walked out.
And
left,
you're
'cause
like,
they
hey,
called in.
I need to take a sip of that so we can be even.
So then I'm holding this thing. I go, I'm not going to drink this. This is weird. But I said to the person, I'm like, can you guys remake this? And the person goes, what's the problem with it? Because it was just a black iced coffee. And I go,
Did you say?
said that person took a sip of it, and then they start walking out, and they go, no, he didn't. He's got his drink right there, because they don't see it. They're busy making drinks. So then it's like I think they think I'm trying to pull some sort of a weird scam or something.
Well, I mean,
And-
yeah, people do that.
and I'm
People
like-
abuse the system.
And I'm like, I promise you, you can throw this one in the trunk. I'm not trying to get an extra drink here. This isn't a buy one, try to get two. Like I'm not having this one. You can throw this one in the
Well,
trash.
and it isn't like a fancy coffee
Not a
drink.
fa-
It's just
right.
it's
And-
not your normal.
The person gave me some attitude, and he took the drink. The barista took the drink back and kind of gave me that like angry look while they poured it right in the trash can, and then said, "Yep, make you another one." And then but I got put in the back of the line, and then they started.
What?
Yeah, then they started working on all the other
Dude,
stuff.
who
and then-
And they
Here's
probably
one
spit in
sip.
that drink, by the way.
no, I watched very closely.
did? Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
at that
good.
point I was on top of it. But I'm just
They
saying
didn't do like a circle jerk of everyone taking a sip.
that's not what a circle jerk is.
Klein, Alley, Show.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ. K-Rock.
All right, let's get into your news in just a moment. First, though, hey, Vanessa.
Oh my God, yes.
Hi, what are you supposed to be doing today?
Well, I am working today, but I'm down to go after. I get out early. I work at a school, so I get out early.
Man, so many people that work at schools, so they just want to get the hell out of there. All right, well, you know what? You're going to have to get out very early because you got some lift tickets coming your way so that you can join us for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day at Snow Summit today, all right?
Oh my God, yes.
Hold on. Good. Enjoy. All right. No, she's very excited. Let's get into your news now, and then we kick off a brand new hour of the show. If you're looking to get into that Weezer thing happening tonight, that is a very intimate little gathering with Weezer and Dogstar recreating their first show ever from 30 years ago. They'll be playing the Blue Album in its entirety, start to finish, as they get ready for the just-announced tour, and some bonus stuff as well. We will get you into that later this morning, and another shot to hop on that standby boarding list to go to Ireland and see Green Day. But first...
Grab your Adderall. It's time for some ADD news. Here's Sally. Allie? Really? I've been calling her Sally.
All right, a while ago, Shohei Ohtani revealed that he had gotten married. Shohei Ohtani is the newest Dodger, and he is the recipient of the biggest contract in sports history at $700 million. Then, out of the blue, he was just like, hey, by the way, I got married to someone from my native country of Japan who is very special to me. That's all he said. And everyone had a lot of question marks because they were like, who is this person? How long have you known this person? Do we know who they are? And now we finally know, because they posted a picture together on their way to the Dodgers season opener in South Korea, which is taking place in about 5 days. And her name is Mamiko Tanaka. She is a professional basketball player in Japan, and people quickly found many videos of her sinking threes and generally kicking ass. So I would imagine that their children already have $700 million contracts, even though they have not even been created yet.
Do you think, Allie, it's so funny, when everyone found out he got married, but he would not reveal the identity, Allie, as per typical, was like, I bet it's a guy.
It's a guy.
Allie was all excited.
Which I'm kind of right.
She thought Shohei was going to be so gay.
Basketball player.
She was so excited. She was like, oh, it's definitely a dude. He's keeping it under wraps for now.
Yeah.
This was revealed on Japanese YouTube like the next day.
What?
Why are you on Japanese YouTube?
My girlfriend is.
Is on Japanese YouTube?
Yeah, and she's like, oh, he's married some basketball player.
So you're saying she had this information weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you could have shared it with us. It was big breaking.
Everybody else knew.
Big breaking story.
Huh.
Not the rest of us are not usually
All
on
over Japanese
YouTube the way your
Sorry,
wife,
y'all.
your girlfriend
Next
is. All right. Well, there we
Next
go.
time a super famous baseball player marries a Japanese
That's so Jake,
basketball
like
player.
an after the fact thing. It's like, yeah, I knew that 2 weeks ago. Well, why didn't you tell anyone?
Yeah, but then
everybody else knew.
The big story was he got married. No one knows who he married. You had the information. We could have gotten some. Finally, the show could have gotten some press credit.
Oops.
you're too busy sending us like weird articles about whale sperm studies
Yeah,
and all just
That's
like
important stuff.
No, it's all. You finally come across one bit of information that's relevant to everyone in
to
Southern
like a
California,
big story that people care about.
and you just sit on it.
Sorry, y'all.
God,
that is a strong man right there.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
All right, we will never not be obsessed with going to space, and Elon Musk will not stop until we have reached every planet in the solar system. He's been working on a rocket with SpaceX that is the biggest rocket ever built. They've done a few launches at this point, and they have not gone well. But yesterday, they had their most successful launch yet. It happened in Texas. They call this thing the Super Heavy Starship, and it can carry 10 times the stuff that all the other rockets can carry, and they think it can go farther eventually. So, like, farther than Mars. They think they can get to other planets and stuff like that.
Are you upset that he stole your nickname?
Super Heavy Starship?
Isn't that a Muse song?
I love it.
We've been calling Allie that behind her back for years. I can't believe he stole it.
They were actually able to get it into orbit for an hour before it fell apart upon reentry, and now it's just fallen somewhere in the Indian Ocean. And I feel like it's so... Like, we don't really have much respect for sea or space when it comes to trash.
Yeah, just
It's like, it's in the ocean now. It's like our garbage can.
I just can't get over the fact that billions of dollars were probably spent on these things, and then they last for all of a couple of minutes, and then boom,
I know,
gone.
and it like fell apart, and they're like, this was such a success. I'm like, really? But they were able to get it into orbit, and that's what their big success is.
In my world, this was like the time I bought that axe throwing kit at Costco. It's a lot of pieces, very unnecessarily expensive. Built it, and then it was already garbage within an hour of using it. So
you are the same.
I'm just like
SpaceX.
I'm just like SpaceX.
All right, and then finally, Amazon does their Prime Day. They've started it just doing once a year. Then they decided to do 2 Prime Days a year, and now they have just announced a new 3rd sale that they're going to be doing. They're starting it this year. They're doing their first annual spring sale, where you can find deals on like outdoor furniture, gardening stuff, spring fashion.
Oh.
So it's like their spring themed Prime Day, and it's happening it's happening in 5 days. It's the March 20th through the 25th, and you can get half off, more than just a Kindle.
They're very smart about making everything feel very limited and you have one day to do it or else it goes back, because then instantly people feel I must take advantage now or I'm technically losing money.
Yeah, and they're like, hey, we capitalized on it once a year. Why not just do it more times a year, and we'll fall for it
Sure.
every time?
If every month they did one day was an Amazon flash sale
If every day was Prime Day, we would still fall for it.
All of us idiots would be like, today, leave me alone, I'm shopping.
I need a fire stick.
Get an air fryer now.
Klein, the world Alley famous show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome to the weekend. It is Klein Alley Show. A brand new hour starts for you and yours right now at KROQ. If you're a new listener, nice to meet you. I'm Klein. There's Allie.
Hi.
Take the nerd over there.
What's
DJ
that?
Omar Khan, Postmaster Johnny. Taking your calls, 800-520-1067. And everybody's Employee of the Month, Vanessa. There she is, the greatest. If you need us, we're here for you. You can interact lots of ways, the phones, the text line.
Whoa.
And perhaps you want to win something from us. Now would be a good chance, because we got lift tickets for Ditch Day happening today after the show. We are speeding up that mountain. We're all very excited about it, except for Postmaster Johnny, who's very scared about it.
You're scared about it, too.
I'm just playing up. I'm just trying to get him all. Ooh.
He's scared.
You're
His car
scared
will
about it
make
too.
I'm more scared, to be honest, that I got to ride with Jake for 2.5 hours.
That is terrifying.
dude.
You're
Hey,
also
bros.
scared of the cold.
Well, and the cold. Well, I'll tell you this.
Aren't you true or fact? True or false?
True or
Aren't
fact.
you wearing
It is
long johns
true.
right
I
now?
like true or fact.
He is wearing long johns
I'm
right
wearing
now.
my long
Who
underwear.
does that?
He's like, God, these long johns are itchy.
First of all,
Bitches be cold.
bitches be cold. It's not long johns. It's like a thermal shirt that I only wear when
Those are
I'm...
long johns.
I
I
wear
think
this...
long johns are the bottoms, right?
I got...
Okay, then you got whatever.
It's
got
a
long
johns.
arms.
It's a long sleeve
Whatever.
shirt. That's it. That's all I said. It's. I don't even think technically it is long underwear.
Okay,
I-
did you or did you not say that you purposely charged your phone or your Apple Watch just in case you get trapped up there?
Yeah, so you make it
I said I'm wearing the Apple Watch today in case I get lost in the mountains.
This is what's going to happen to you.
SOS call not successful.
That's right. My rescue attempt will fail.
I know how to start a fire.
If you'd like to join us, and I don't know why you would, but if you'd like to, we got some lift tickets for you right now at 800-520-1067. All you got to do is come up with your own excuse, get out of your job, responsibilities for the day, and change course to the top of Big Bear. We'll be at Snow Summit for some Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day fun happening a little bit later this afternoon.
You know, on ADD News just now, we were talking about the SpaceX rocket and how when they fall apart in the ocean, they just leave it there. 949 said, my friend and a lot of other people will salvage the parts of SpaceX rockets and they make bank.
What?
Oh, they resell them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Dude, we should do that. Let's go to the Indian Ocean.
We are never going to do that. We are contemplating even making it to the top of Big Bear later. I don't think
We
we're going
can't
to do
even
that.
get 2.5 hours from here.
We'll grab caller 20 in a moment, give you some tickets, good hour plan, go nowhere.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ. KROQ.
Klein Alley Show, lots to give you this morning, so hang out, just keep listening, be ready to call the numbers you'll need, 800-520-1067 by now, and if you listen in any sort of regularity, just store it in your phone so you're ready to join us. I know it seems dated and old school to call in, try to win yourself something live, but for those of you that listen on the podcast or watch part of the show on YouTube after the fact, you know, the reality is if you want in on this action, and who doesn't want the action, there's no greater rush than you'll experience than winning something on the live radio. Isn't that right, Donovan?
Yeah.
You are going to join us today. You sound like you like to drink and potentially ski and or snowboard. We'll see you at Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day happening today at Snow Summit.
Yes, we did it.
Well, there you go. You blew his load right out of the gate, Allie. His
Great.
energy level dropped about 85%. That's okay, Donovan. You have a couple hours to get it back so we can all get together, all right?
All right, cool.
Hold on one second. He's almost flatlining at this point.
Oh my gosh, you loser.
All right, calm down, Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Don't insult the guys on the phone.
So insulting.
So anyway, we'll give more lift tickets. Got to give away 3 more pairs of lift tickets between now and I think 7:30. So be ready to call.
Correction, 2 more pairs, Klein. You already gave away 3.
My math is no good. Thank you, Vanessa. Oh my God, you loser!
Oh my gosh, you loser.
By the way, she was saying that to you.
I know. Thank you. I'm the loser. Who's the loser? Me or the guy? Vanessa.
I'm going to say Klein is the loser.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Stay tuned for Are You a Loser with Vanessa.
Do you know anyone, Allie, that's in a relationship, a couple, that has one email address they use as a couple?
Dude, no, but I heard that is a thing for some couples, and I cannot fathom doing that. Like, you create an email address for the two of you, like a couple's email address?
Now, let me ask you a serious question. Like, why would someone, what is the benefit of doing that? I understand why maybe you'd want to create a whole different email address just for, like, if you're a parent, let's say you got, like, lots of emails you get from, like, the kids' schools and activities. Maybe you create a whole different thing just for that. I could see maybe. But
a lot of people create a different email address for weddings, for planning weddings.
Yeah,
it's under one thing, you know.
That I understand too,
yeah.
but like you would think then once the wedding happens, that email address just like the other ones just goes.
Probably goes to the trash.
Yeah, it dissolves away. But if you're in a relationship with someone, and I couldn't even imagine this if you're not married, but even if you're married, I got an email from a couple, and I thought it was just from the guy that I'm friends with, and then I wrote back something that was probably a little like. I probably wouldn't have wanted his wife to read, and then
Why? Was it a D-pic?
it was no. That I would, no, it was just we were trying to plan something, and then I said something like, "I hope it's a guy." We were talking about a Vegas thing coming up, and then I said,
Did you say that?
"I'd like to smell this guy's penis." That's what I wrote in the email.
Best wishes, Klein.
And I wrote something back, and I said,
XOXO.
I basically said, I assume this is guys only. I don't want to get expectations up at my house because I don't like that. And then. She wrote back within 5 seconds and goes, no, hello, I'd like to chime in here. I think that everyone should be able to go. And then I go, wait, hold on. Why is she responding to his email? And then I looked at the thing, and it's both of them.
So it's both of their names at Gmail or something?
Not both of their names. It's last name and one initial. And so I don't know how it got taken over. But the point is, and I texted him. I was like, do you share an email address with your wife? He's like, oh, yeah, we have one that we use together. He said, don't worry, I have my own, too. I'm like, well, what's going on with this?
Don't worry, I have my my own. Don't worry, I'm my own person.
But is that like a normal? Is that like a common thing that people are doing now?
I have heard of that, but I don't think it's common by any stretch. And there's no way that I would be able to have a joint email address with my wife whatsoever because we have completely
she cheats
different.
all the time.
Because
she's constantly cheating.
Because the inbox would be full.
Right.
There's no storage.
Right.
No, we
Are you talking
have
about her vagina or the email? Which inbox are we talking
all
about?
of both.
Okay.
We have completely different etiquette when it comes to how to keep our email address. She will delete a message right after she opens it. I think right now in this moment, she probably has 10 things in her inbox total. And my Gmail is like a Google for my life. I will never delete anything, and I have probably 20,000 unread emails at any given time.
Oh, my God.
So she would never be able to tolerate the way that I keep my email address.
Look at the number on my unread email right now. I just saw it. I was kind of, even now I'm surprised.
Whoa.
This is
60,981.
Jesus,
No,
man.
you're not reading the right number. Read my Gmail. You're on the wrong one. That's nothing.
Oh, my God.
Read that.
141,161.
That's my unread email. 141,000.
That's what happens when you can't read.
That's right. They're all unread.
cannot read
Because I cannot do it. That's right, Jay.
Klein, Alley Show. The world famous KROQ. KROQ.
In a moment, we'll invite you to join us for Ditch Day if you want to get out of your job and head up the hill. They got a bunch of fresh snow up there. Should be a good day for skiing, snowboarding, and or just drinking with us. Some days you wake up and you just realize it's not going to be my day. Something happens right out of the gate.
This is my day. I'm good.
Allie came in here
No,
before the show today, and she thought she had a big problem, and her problems have only gone from bad to worse.
No, I thought I had one problem, and I have 3 large problems.
But the best is the first problem you had. Well,
The first thing is she was stoked. She thought she had it all planned.
No,
Jake
the first
saw-
problem happened last night when I was packing.
yes.
Because this whole thing of, we're all going up to Big Bear, we're going to do skiing, snowboarding, and I was like, great, I'm going to get all my gear, right? I got all my stuff. They said, do you need rentals? I said, nope, I got everything I need.
I'm ready to shred.
I'm ready to shreddy.
That's what she said. That's what she actually wrote.
And so then I was going through the garage, and I was like, where is my snowboard? And I was like, Katie, where did we put our snowboards from the last time we went up to snowboard? And she said, do you not remember? I said, remember what? She said, you sold your snowboard.
Oh, my God.
I was like, why? And she was like, because you fell again. And you said, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not a person who should be snowboarding or on the snow in any way because I will hurt myself every time.
Yep.
So in order to prevent me from continuing to injure myself, I sold my snowboard to a board shop for $30.
And you forgot that
And
whole
I
thing
forgot
happened.
that whole thing ever happened.
You need to stop smoking weed,
and
lady.
I was looking for my snowboard and couldn't find it. So now I've realized I don't even know if I can snowboard because I told them I didn't need anything, and now I have nothing. I do have boots, but I don't have a snowboard.
I remember you were so proud because people that rent, I do feel like there's a shame for people that rent versus people that
they're
own.
like, I don't do this enough.
And when they came in to say who needs rentals, Allie was like, not me. I got my own board. And she forgot that she had sold it. So she has now no board. So she still comes in today.
I do have a helmet and some gloves and boots.
Well, you should wear that helmet 24/7. I got news for you.
So then I continue packing. It didn't take me long to pack. I knew exactly what I wanted to bring. I got my little suitcase. I put it in the car. I got here, and Jake came in and was like, are you ready for Big Bear? I was like, I'm ready. I'm completely ready. And he was like, well, all I packed was my coat. And I was like, oh, God.
Allie forgot the one maybe most important item.
Totally.
I mean, if you're going to rank items and you're going up to a mountain with snow, a coat is got to be number one, and Allie did not bring it.
The one thing I got.
The only one thing Jake brought, which is a jacket. Allie goes, oh, I forgot my coat. So now she's down a board.
It's sitting on
and a
my
jacket.
chair right now at home,
So the two,
which is far away.
If you're going to go snowboarding, I would argue coat and snowboard could alternate as far as number one and number two most important thing. But okay, you forgot both those.
And if I do rent, to have to rent a jacket is like the ultimate shame.
That is so sad.
To be like, I need everything, including a jacket. I don't even have that.
You look like a husky male. We got a coat for you here. So now Allie's down one coat, one board.
Yeah. So then the other thing was yesterday we got the Subaru serviced because, we've got this drive coming up.
Now, is that a sexual euphemism for lesbian stuff?
We did a little of that too.
Okay.
But we
'Cause I feel
actually
like that's
did
what
get
you
the
would
car
say.
service.
Time to get the Subaru service.
So we were kind of playing musical cars, dropping off, picking up, and all that stuff. So I have the Subaru with me, and Katie has the other car. Now, she just texted me during that break and said, honey, where are the keys? And I realize I have both of the keys to that car in my backpack. So she has no way of going anywhere, and she's supposed to take Wesley to school right now and has no way of doing that. So there's that. And they found
greatest.
rats in my car.
What?
Yesterday. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
They did that whole like, hey, we found a little issue with your service. Click on this link to see what's going on. You know, because
Are
they
they chewing the
recommend
wires?
an additional service. They send me a video of, I'll send you the video of rat crap and urine and scratch marks all over the Subaru's engine.
How do they know it's not
they're
you?
trying to stay
And
warm.
I said, that's me. Don't worry about it. I handle my road trips my way.
I'm ready to shreddy, is what you tell them. All right. Well, if you'd like to be a part of this, call us now.
Klein. Alley. Show. KROQ. Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
That's the song you needed at this exact moment. Everything will be all right. I know it seems like a lot is happening at the exact same time. We've all had those moments of overwhelm. Nothing can go right. In this particular case, it's thing after thing after thing. I didn't even know you had rats in your car. That's the funniest part about the whole thing. But Allie is having a day right now, and you'll get... Listen, how good is that drink going to taste? High atop Snow Summit later when we get there for some Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day.
323 said, El Cheapo, just a little tip for you. Check the lost and found before you go renting a coat. You can just kind of rummage through the lost and found, even if it's a child's jacket. I'll take it.
I can't wait to see Allie up on top of the mountain wearing a stranger's jacket from the lost and found. That is going to make my whole day worth it.
323, it seems like the only thing Allie packed for this trip was her patience.
And that's running real thin.
951, Allie's going to mush the entire trip. You should de-invite her now.
I'm thinking about doing it because it's really one mush after the next. I'm watching these mushes.
So bad.
It's like compounding interest. I'm just watching each mush set off another mush. It's wild.
It's her sense of confidence that's funny to me. Because
Yes.
she's like, nah, I got it. I'm ready to rock this mountain.
Dude,
no, you're not at all.
I'm not.
This is the best part is that Jake saw her first thing in the morning and he said that she was like as gung-ho as could have been, and then it was just every time you ask her any little
literal minute.
By the way, I don't know if we can put this picture up, but she packed herself a snack for the ride. Guys, I'm not kidding.
Also sad.
It is one sliver of cheese in a Ziploc bag.
It's a piece of provolone cheese in a bag. And
Are you sure
I
that's-
ate it already.
And what happened with the salad you packed in your bag with all your clothes in it?
The dressing spilled all over the lunchbox.
Are you sure, Allie? That's not
God.
what the rats are eating in your car? That seems like what they would want.
You know what's crazy too is they said the rat issue is fine this time. We were able to power wash it and spray insect repellent, but you need to bring it back in a month because they want to come back to the same areas all the time to keep warm, and you need to start setting rat traps around your car.
Oh, I can't wait.
God.
Hey, hold on. Before we pick up this winner and give away some snow lift tickets to join us, Giovanni's on the phone right now with a very important message. Giovanni?
Hey, how's it going, Klein?
Good. What's going on, dude?
Dude, I have a special guest arriving at the Snow Summit later.
Is it a policeman that's following you?
Is that the special guest?
No, it's someone else. Let's say hello. Hey, guys, it's Blind Charlie.
No!
Blind Charlie, you got a listener to drive you up the hill?
He contacted me. I had nothing to do with it. I was very surprised.
So let me get this straight. Listener to the show hears you on saying you're not going to make it up the hill because blind people don't usually go well with mountains and snow
Yeah,
and
you had
ice.
like 10 different reasons.
You had a lot of good reasons. That's why we weren't going to push you on this. And he said, I'm going to take you up to the ditch day?
That's correct.
Wow. Oh, my God. This is going to make me cry.
Well, it should
Does
be
anyone have a jacket?
all the other if you're blind, Charlie, do you need your jacket or can Allie borrow it? I mean, you can't see it, right?
Well, I've got a different gift for her. Maybe it'll keep her warm. I don't know.
Hey, are you guys already heading up the hill?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're
Good,
almost there.
good stuff. You're almost there already?
We're maybe 30 miles away.
How's the conditions?
We're not there yet. We're still on the 210.
Okay, got it. All right, hold on. Hey, Blind Charlie, what a surprise. Giovanni, how trusting, by the way. Charlie, you're a blind man. You got into a car with a complete stranger who said he listens to the radio show and would drive you up the mountain.
That is correct.
And you didn't ask any follow-ups?
Nope.
This is a good alibi, by the way. Yeah, I was on the radio.
Right. I mean, if anyone wants to do Blind Charlie, remember, this guy moved all the way to, was going to move all the way to Alaska for some woman.
I know. Yeah, he's very trusting.
All right. Well, can't wait to, see is not the right. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Can't wait to give you a big hug.
Giovanni, thanks for picking up Blind Charlie and taking him up the hill, man. You guys are great.
No worries.
We'll see you up there.
Wow. Oh,
I love that. What a community.
I love that.
Hey, Thomas.
Hey, what's going on, Klein?
Quit your job, at least for today, and let's get you some lift tickets. We got to give away these 2 pairs right now because we're already out of time to give them away. Can you get out of your job today?
Yes, I can.
All right, hold on. You're in. We'll see you up there.
Thank you.
Bring a coat.
Bring an extra coat for Allie. Lindsay.
Yes?
Hey, you're going to join us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hold on. What is your job?
Auntie?
Oh, wow. We need one of those.
We definitely need you.
Yeah.
Please come up there. Bring all your equipment and painkillers.
Will do.
Okay,
Your
great.
painkillers.
We'll see you. All right. Lots going on today. It's not just this. We got Weezer tickets upcoming. Green Day as well. I can't believe that's really my. I know people don't think I have a heart, but I'm telling you right now, I feel in the cockles of my heart.
The fact that they were able to connect and that somebody offered to take him and now they're going to be friends. They have 2.5 hours together that they're going to be spending bonding our listeners. That's amazing.
Plus, that guy's gas is now attached to us.
Klein Alley. Klein Alley Show. KROQ, the world famous KROQ. KROQ.
There's been a lot of talk this week about TikTok. Specifically, will it be banned? Will it go away forever? Will it be sold to an American company? Is China spying on us? Do they have all of our secrets? Do they know we like to dance stupidly? Yes, all of that is true. And we decided that based on stuff that's in our very own TikTok feed, we should make a determination right now. Is it a net positive or a net negative? By playing clips of actual TikTok videos and deciding, are these worthy of keeping or banning? And we'll keep a tally and decide once and for all. We don't need it to go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
We can figure this out right now, right here.
Video by video.
So, like, for instance, I think this is a point in the column of why we should keep TikTok.
Can a robot give a better massage than a human?
We're going to find out.
I think that's important information, and it's not anywhere else. So, like, I do want to see if a robot can give a better massage than a human, and that's a point in the column of keep TikTok, I think.
Completely agree. There is... Where there is a mystery, TikTok will find an idiot to solve that mystery.
But then, in a point in the column of ban TikTok, it's like this video.
I'm going to show you all how I curl my hair.
So then, now I'm thinking, God, I really don't care about that.
I actually watched that one, and it was like her talking about how she bought the curling iron on the TikTok shop, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah, well, that's the big one now. It's just a giant.
I get quite a few comments on how I do it, so.
She's brimming in personality.
I think her phone fell over.
Like, I would think to myself, if they're trying to make an argument as to why to ban it, they just show this video to all of the people there and go, do we really need this?
This is the curling iron I use. It is from TikTok shop, but I would never, ever buy a different curling iron after using this one. It's like that long barrel one that's at Ulta.
Okay, anyway. So now I'm going, let's ban this thing, and let's make it go away forever.
That video has probably been viewed like 100,000 times.
But then I see this, and I'm like, we got to keep TikTok.
Mexican word of the day. Wyoming. Wyoming, there's no chile for the tacos.
See? And now I'm like, I'm back on board with TikTok.
That Mexican word of the day guy?
Yeah.
He's hilarious.
He's crushing.
Yeah, he's crushing.
Wyoming. The word was Wyoming, and he used it in a sentence.
Wyoming, there's no chile for the tacos.
See? That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, now he's upset. So, like, now I'm like, you know what? I'm in my own head, I'm doing the tally.
I know. You go back and forth, right? So now it's even again.
It's back to even. And then, Allie, there's this, and this one tore me in the middle because I like the concept, but the delivery is so frustratingly annoying.
Here are my favorite places to get sandwiches in LA as someone who gets paid to review restaurants.
Oh, I hate it, but I want to know what they are.
And that's where I find myself so often. It's like, I do want to know if I'm not eating. Where are there better sandwiches in LA?
Yes.
But I do hate this woman.
Yeah, and why would she be the one to tell me about the
Starting off
sandwiches?
extremely strong with Larchmont wine and cheese. The bread on this thing, expect to wait in a long line, and they have weird hours, but it is so worth it. Of course, Carla Cafe. Got to get their tuna sandwich. They're also opening up.
Stop. See? So that's a point negative, right?
My brain cells are going pop,
That's,
pop.
So now we're back. Now we're back to it being completely squared away. Now it's a completely even vote. Oh my god! So it's going to come down to one final.
What do we got?
What's the
tiebreaker?
Video. This will be the
of all of
determination.
TikTok. This is what's going to determine.
Do we ban it or do we keep it?
We keep it.
All hands hoist the colors high.
What am I listening to?
Of course we keep TikTok because this is the mystery of the North Sea. There's so much going on. We need to know what's happening. And every North Sea video has this sound, and I'm in it. I'm like, what is happening? What's happening with the waves?
What's happening with the waves? Is that what you're wondering?
Okay, you have to watch the video. Like, there's so many mysteries happening in the North Sea. Like the chips with the big waves. Sometimes they like sink. Sometimes they don't sink. I'm passionate about it.
All right.
The chips sink or don't sink?
So it's crazy that the entire debate about TikTok, keep it or ditch it, comes down to this. And Vanessa put this. I thought this was in the column of ditch it, but apparently this is in the column of keep it.
100% keep.
All right. Well, there you go.
Vanessa's the tiebreaker. We keep it.
Vanessa, congratulations. You got yourself a new theme song now.
Thank you. Also, if anyone knows about North Sea TikTok, please mention it on the messages because you know what I'm talking about, right?
All right, that's it. We got to go to break.
Yeah, I think I'm back to band.
We'll be back in a moment. Tickets upcoming. Weezer tonight. Let's go ahead. If you're not joining us for Ditch Day, you want to go to this little intimate Weezer show? Oh, it's going to be a good one. We will get you in. Historic night planned for you. It's coming up next.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
Klein Alley Show. Good news, bad news situation. Someone that had won lift tickets from us was not allowed to get out of work. They called, they gave the excuse, and their boss told them, if you don't show up, you're fired. So as a result, we have an extra pair of lift tickets, and we'll give them to you the second we're done with the ADD News. Hopefully you have a better situation with your boss, or potentially you are the boss, in which case I guess you make your own rules. So if you'd like to join us for Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day, Snow Summit today, and I know a lot of people hit us up, said they're going to be up there anyway. They love to come hang out. We're going to be at a bar doing some drinking around 1 o'clock this afternoon, 1 until we run out of alcohol. That's the plan. Let's get to your news now, then we get into a brand new hour of the show with your lift tickets.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I can already feel myself getting dumber.
And by the way, Vanessa's getting a lot of text line support for North Sea TikTok.
People are like, the mermaids. You got to go down the rabbit hole with us. I'm actually kind of in on this. All right, Orange County wants you to know that crime does not pay. Though LA is rampant with retail theft, car break-ins, follow-home robberies, and seemingly no consequences for those crimes, Orange County wants to spend a lot of money putting ads on billboards saying that if you steal in Orange County, you will be prosecuted. Specifically, the billboard reads, crime doesn't pay in Orange County. Now, the interesting...
That doesn't even rhyme. Who's going to remember that? That's not a click it or ticket.
I know, it's not.
They got nothing.
But the problem is that these billboards have already been vandalized.
Oh.
And
It'd be great if they were stolen.
Well, it says the crime doesn't pay in Orange County. If you steal, we prosecute. Also does not rhyme. But these people went up to the billboard and they removed the NT from doesn't. So it says crime does pay in Orange County.
Oh. That's a good message right there.
I know. And then they covered up the if you still we prosecute with some other tagging.
That's great.
So it's just
Does it rhyme now?
It's just an ad for crime.
Someone's just driving down the street and go, I wasn't thinking about committing a crime today, but that billboard has convinced me otherwise.
Well, and we drove down to Anaheim last weekend for Disneyland, and I saw these, and I was like, wow, these are aggressive billboards.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of funny that now
They've
the
been
billboard I
vandalized.
saw has been vandalized.
I think that's the number one. When you're
pay.
putting up a billboard, no matter what it is, you have similar to how I do with the baby names. People call in with their possible baby names, and I say, here's why you don't want to name your kid this. These are all the things it rhymes with. Here's all the nicknames your kid will have. Similar with a billboard, when you're about to put a billboard up, you need to ask yourself, how would someone with a can of spray paint change this to mock what we're trying to get
if
across?
anyone is holding like a sub sandwich or like
anything with a mouth open,
you can replace that with a D.
You're getting a D.
Yeah, you do have a specific talent for that.
That's
kind
all
of
I
stuff.
have.
Yeah,
it's a vandal talent or something.
All right, self-checkout, when it first came out, it was so great. You could skip the lines. Maybe you want to give yourself a little BOGO without anybody knowing. But now they've gotten really complicated, and stores don't really know whether or not to get rid of them or to improve on them and expand on them. Dollar General, for example, has decided to roll back on them, but Target has decided to expand, and they announced that they are starting this weekend with express self-checkout. So they're adding, in 2,000 of their stores, a new lane that allows customers who have 10 items or less to use a faster self-checkout experience.
No one respects the express checkout at a store with a person. You think they're going to respect it at a checkout with no person? Are you out of your mind?
Well,
no one has any sort of respect for that 10 item or less thing, because everyone has their own way of doing math to figure out, is it 10? Like if you buy a case of soda, that's one item or that's 6 items? One
what?
scan.
Why would that be 6 items?
Well, so I would make the argument that
What kind of moron are you?
I'm not
it's one per barcode.
It's pretty
man.
simple.
Oh, so you're saying it's a barcode is an item?
Yeah.
So what if I were to buy 6 individual cans of soda out of the little refrigerator
Who
in
does
front?
that?
Yeah, that's then you're just an idiot.
I'm just saying, what if I did that?
Then you're a Jake.
Why is that?
You don't want to be a Jake.
No, you don't want to be a Jake.
When you're flying, some of the best scenarios are when there is nobody in that middle seat, right? You've got either the aisle or the window, and there's nobody in the middle. I know I fly Southwest, so anytime they say, hey, there's plenty of open seats, so don't worry about the middle.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that.
Oh, I've heard them say that before.
I've only heard them say every seat is at full
I've heard
capacity.
them say, spread out, guys. There's plenty of space.
Well, maybe when you get on, everyone decides to get on a different plane or something. Oh, that's the gross woman with rats in her car that has pink eye and fecal hands? Let's take a different flight.
I would rather be on a different plane. Frontier Airlines has added a new option, and I feel like Frontier is usually not mentioned when it comes to like new and improved progressive airline tactics, but they have a new option where you're guaranteed an empty middle seat. They say many consumers strongly prefer a seating option that offers extra space when flying, and this is just another perk that you can add to your flight experience.
Oh, wait a minute. So you pay a little extra
to make sure that there's
no one sits in the middle seat.
Right.
Now, I wonder.
But I wonder because it can't be the price of a full ticket.
No, but maybe what they're doing is they're taking the cost of a ticket and they're dividing it in half between the ticket that would be on the aisle and the middle. And they're basically saying, if you guys want to split that middle seat, you can have a little bit of space.
Right. That's cool.
That's interesting.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, but people sometimes, when seats are not sat in, feel like they can kind of hop up right before the plane takes off and just jump in an open seat. Even if it's not their actual seat. And then you have to say, I paid for no one to be here?
I wonder with Frontier, like, if it really will be worth it, because one of the, like, with Frontier and Spirit, it's like the flight starts at $40. And then if you want a seatbelt, it's an extra 10.
Right,
if you want a bag, it's an extra 10. Then with this, like, then it'll probably be like $600 to go to Vegas.
Klein Alley Show.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the weekend. How goes it? We are Klein Alley Show. Maybe you're making your way up the mountain right now for some Klein Alley Snow Ditch Day. We will be at Snow Summit together, drinking at high altitudes, skiing, snowboarding, good old-fashioned tomfoolery and drinking games with the AA Avengers that will be uniting at top. Apparently, there was already an issue with the Bud Light Bros because they wanted to make sure that they could bring their own cooler of beers
into the place,
into the bar, and I think that we had to tell them, most bars don't like it when you bring your own coolers full of alcohol.
Yes, because the point is they want everyone there. Yeah.
And the Bud Light Bros said, "This is part of our thing, though. This is our thing."
But we're the Bud Light Bros.
I mean, they didn't even bring luggage to Vegas when we met them. They just brought coolers full of alcohol.
Yeah, I don't think they flew. I think they drove so that they could take their coolers with them.
I mean, these guys are. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's like Batman with his utility belt. They need to have their coolers full of beer.
Yeah.
So I think that, like Jake with his service dog, I think they just need to write
a doctor's note,
therapy cooler,
people
or
are
something.
alcoholics.
Service cooler, and I think they're fine.
Actually, Champagne Cindy, Secondhand Cindy, DM'd me last night and said she'd had a really hard week and she's been in a bit of a funk, so she's really looking forward to this weekend for us to kind of lift her up out of her mood.
That's why we're here. And meanwhile, there's just a lot of heat coming through for Postmaster Johnny on the GOAT line because they think that he's being such a little baby about even going up the mountain. He doesn't want to drive with us. He wants to go up the back way because he thinks it's too windy.
Hey, guys. Sweet knockers. Hey, what's Johnny's deal, man? Like, all these women, love him and whatnot, but, at the end of the day, the dude's just a giant pussy, man. Like, he's afraid of airplanes. He talks like a damn child. Like, get this kid a job on Radio Disney or something, man. Like, have him man up, snowboard down the damn mountain, or do something other than play in the goddamn snow. Like, he's a pussy, man. Like, someone make this dude a man, you know? Like, I'm tired of listening to his stupidity on the radio. Like, there's no way this kid graduated college. Okay. I can only put up so much with this dude.
Listen, Johnny is nervous, and I don't think it's so much that he's a pussy, is that he has not had a lot of life experiences, and he never left California until we took him to Vegas, so he's never been on an airplane, never had the opportunity to do a lot of things, and he's getting to experience.
Yeah, but it's like the way he's reacting to this, it is a little bit pussyish.
Yeah,
but it's also, too, it's like, first of all, I love Radio Disney, man. Like, that was...
That's not good defense. All right. Well, Johnny, you know what?
He right.
Johnny, I got good news for you. You mentioned earlier this week you have an agent now because you're now that you're the overnight guy at KROQ, and your agent actually left a message. So.
Oh.
Johnny, Postmaster J, Bubby, this is Alan Weisselbaum at CAA. I represent all the best phone screeners in the biz. When you're done with this little Klein Alley gig, I got a gig at QVC just waiting for you. I represent all the best phone screeners in the biz. Bill Hader was a phone screener at Night Calls. I got him on SNL.
Wow.
I represented the phone screener at 30 Rock. I had him swap out for a day. Bill impressed Lauren when he was rolling calls over to him. You know, the rest is history.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how many lines they got you juggling over at that little KROQ joint over there, but if it's like 10, 12 lines, I got 30-line phones ringing off the hook screaming your name. Johnny. Now, let's do lunch, Bubby.
All right, there you go.
Bro, I love this guy.
John,
Who was that guy?
That's your agent.
Amazing,
That's your.
man.
Don't pretend you don't know.
That.
That's your agent, and he's going to get you a even better phone screener job.
I love this
All the
guy.
phone screeners have the best agents, Allie, as you know.
30
right?
lines?
30 lines.
Oh, no.
Klein, Alley,
Show! Mornings on KROQ 106.7 KROQ.
St. Patty's Day weekend is here. It's KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show. We will be doing some drinking today, and perhaps you're going to be doing some drinking this weekend. Understandably, there's a lot of reasons to. Of course, you should never drink and drive, and you know that. But one of the main reasons, obviously, you don't want to end up hurting yourself or someone else. Everyone knows that is the main reason. But also, even maybe worse than that, Allie, is ending up in a viral video of failing your DUI breathalyzer check. Because then you are humiliated on a much larger scale.
What is that one lady who was supposed to do the alphabet?
Here she is. I'm glad you brought her up.
Recite the alphabet from start to finish without singing it?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you're ready.
A, C, B, D, E, F, G, H, I, F, N, G, H, I, C, K, L, M, N, O, P, H, Q, E, S, H, Q, E, S, I, T, E.
Okay.
So...
I love that he let her go
right.
so long, and also she spelled the word hick throughout that.
That's great.
At some point.
Now, that was, in my opinion, as good as it gets as far as a drunk person attempting to do the alphabet, and I didn't think we would top it, and now we have. There's a new video that has started to go viral. A woman that had a real difficult time figuring out the breathalyzer after she was pulled over. And once again, this is a reminder to not drink and drive this weekend.
Yes,
any weekend, but especially, these are the weekends where maybe you don't go out normally and start drinking at noon on a Sunday, but because it's St. Patty's Day, you do, and then as a result, you're like, man, I do not know how I'm going to get back. There's a million ways now through the Ubers and hitchhiking and everything else. You could figure out a way to get home. So here is the latest one, and I want you to remember this, have a good laugh, but also you don't want to, because even if, let's just say, you don't hurt anyone, you get where you're going, everything is as intended, but you end up on YouTube for the rest of your life as the drunk idiot that couldn't figure out the breathalyzer, and here we go.
So, big deep breath, seal your lips, and blow nice and slowly till I tell you to stop.
So what do I do?
Take a big deep breath, seal your lips, and blow steadily until I tell you to stop.
On overtime to relieve on the scene process ongoing in the
Blow.
Well, am I blowing in or out?
Oh, no.
She's having a hard time figuring out what even the word blow means.
Am I blowing
How do you blow in? That's that's impossible.
What am I doing?
That's sucking.
No,
okay,
but
I'm
what
telling
am
you
I
to blow.
doing? Am I
Blow out
sucking
like you're
in
blowing
or-
up a balloon.
No, but am I sucking in or sucking out?
No, I didn't say sucking. Blow. Okay?
Just blow.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Okay.
5 to 6, that's received.
Blow out like you're blowing up a balloon, nice and slowly.
we're still trying to get a roadside.
Harder, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, you stopped. I told you to keep going, and you stopped.
That's a long time to blow, though.
I think she's figured out a way to beat the system. If she just pretends she cannot figure it out for long enough, she'll sober up.
Is that what they say in those commercials?
That's what they
when
say.
When you get pulled over?
Just pretend
Just act like a complete idiot.
Pretend you cannot figure out what sucker blow means.
Let's be continuous, okay?
Okay.
This is your last chance, otherwise I'll arrest you.
All right, then.
Okay, I'll make it very clear to you so you know what's coming if you don't do this.
All right.
So, big deep breath, seal your lips, and keep blowing till I say stop.
Allie, before I play it, you think
she seems so like she's like, all right.
You think she's going to be able to do it?
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
It's just a
steady blow.
Steady blow. Steady blow.
Seems simple.
You think she cannot do it? This is her fourth time now trying. You say no?
No.
Want to bet money on it?
Yeah.
How much?
Gas money to Big Bear.
All right, well, I'm driving electric, so...
Well, you have to pay for my gas.
Nothing for me.
Don't stop until I say so. Keep going, 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 keep going. Thank you.
There you go, well done.
All right, you owe me money. She did it! That's,
we don't have to pay you anything.
Jake, give Allie a bill for whatever we buy on the way there.
No!
Souvenirs, snacks, the whole thing.
You knew what was going to happen.
We're going to buy some dead stuff.
You think she was drunk, Allie, or no? You want to double or nothing to bet?
I don't think she was drunk. Double down.
Double down? You think she's sober? All right, I love it. Now we got a real bet going.
Okay, you've blown 160. That is well over the legal limit, okay? So I'll tell you now, the time is 10:43, okay? And I'm going to arrest you for...
All right, well, there you go.
Man.
So just a friendly reminder to don't drink and drive.
I think even just a few, like 2
responsibly.
or 3 drinks gets you over the limit,
So
right?
there you go. And then
In 1 hour, yeah.
At the very least, try to go through the test the proper way so you don't end up a viral sensation. We have a quick break. When we get back, we got Weezer tickets for you. This is the hour we'll do it. This is a show happening tonight. Are we going to give those away as part of Johnny Doesn't? I mean, I feel like there's such a good prize.
Oh, yeah.
But we do have Johnny Doesn't Know Snow coming up because the guy's never seen snow before. He's going to see it for the first time later today. So Johnny Doesn't Know Snow is coming up, and Weezer tickets for tonight's show. It's all next, KROQ. Hold on. There we go.
Okay.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ. Klein, Alley Show.
These are some pretty great tickets we have here for you. Weezer is doing a little show tonight to replicate the first show they did ever when they got to perform in front of people 30 years ago. This time they'll be playing their entire Blue album, I believe in its entirety, just after Dog Star. It's happening at the Lodge Room, Highland Park. Those tickets are as good as gone, but we have a pair for you right now. And the only thing standing between you and access is that guy right there. Johnny the Bumblebee, a.k.a. Well, because
you're smiling and looking at me,
Johnny.
like
I got a soft spot for you because I look at you and I say, this guy's so full of hope. And
You see yourself in him?
no, not myself at all. I would have killed to look like Johnny. I would have slayed.
Yeah, but you think back to your, but even before the F and Kevin days and the George Michael.
Right. Not in George Michael, Kevin Michael.
Kevin Michaels.
I think
Kevin
of
Michaels.
Postmaster Johnny as a guy that's got a good attitude. He's not been beaten down by life just yet. He's completely single. He kind of goes to the beat of his own drum. And sure, he does come across as a real dummy sometimes. But I think he means well. And I know he's scared about being going up the mountain today. He's never seen snow before. Anytime he gets to experience something for the first time, I say, imagine that. I don't even remember the first time I saw snow because it was wasted on me. I grew up on the East Coast. I saw it all the time.
Yeah, you were probably really little, right?
I think, of course.
You were probably like
buried in some blizzard in D.C. when I was 2. And
it was probably snowing when you were born.
January 1st baby. So I probably saw snow my first day of life. And here you are, 25, 26. What did you just turn, 26?
I just literally turned 26 a week ago.
Yeah,
too.
halfway to 30, as he said.
Yeah.
And guy's never seen snow. So let's get into an exciting round of Johnny Doesn't Snow. Hit it.
Johnny doesn't know.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
I didn't know Vegas was like in Nevada for like a while.
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
Gelato sounds like Jello.
Johnny doesn't know.
It like goes wiggles.
Also, Johnny thought he had been to another state when he went to San Diego.
Oh, that's right. He did say the one time he left California is when he went to San Diego.
Legoland.
Yeah, Legoland.
I was in Legoland.
It was a different land.
It was.
Here's how Johnny Doesn't Know works. We ask Johnny questions. All you have to do is predict will he or will he not know the answer. Everyone who gets theirs right, Allie's going to write the names down. We'll We'll pick one at random, and you will be going to see Weezer tonight.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great prize.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
as good a prize as anything.
A lot of last-minute plans today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I don't know what people had on their schedules, but all of these ones we're giving you, joining us for Ditch Day or the Weezer thing, much better, I have a feeling. All right, we'll start with Joe in Long Beach. Joe, how goes it?
Not too bad. How are you guys?
It's okay. Here's the first question for Johnny. Johnny, what temperature does rain become snow? Will Johnny know the answer to this, yes or no?
I'm going to say no.
All right. Once again, everyone who gets theirs right, I was going to write your name down. One of the names will be picked at random. You'll win the Weezer tickets. Johnny, he says he has no faith in you. You will not know. At what temperature? Why are you laughing when I even asked the question? Do you think rain does not become snow?
Well, fellas, come on. That's a science question, man. That's getting really too, technical now. I got to crack open a biology book or something and find out when it, turns into snow.
I think it's just pretty common knowledge, though.
Don't even think it's a science question. Definitely not in a biology book either. But go ahead. Johnny, at what temperature does rain become snow?
Snow.
When does water freeze, Johnny?
He just said snow.
I don't know.
But snow.
If you had to guess.
If I had to guess?
You do have to guess. That's what they say.
I mean, everything I do is guessing on this thing.
Joe, you got to feel pretty good right now about your guess that he would not know, huh? All right, go ahead.
I have to give a number?
Yes.
A number.
Hopefully
wow, were you not going to give a number?
I don't know. I don't know.
What are you going to give? Now I want to know
a letter?
Popsicle? Were you going to say another
I was going to say, when I throw my steak in the freezer, that's frozen-ish, but that's, I don't know.
Just a number. What temperature does rain become snow?
Let's go 5 degrees. 5 degrees.
All right, Joe, good job. Nice job. It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
32? That's so specific, though.
Yes,
well,
it
yeah,
is.
that's
Wow.
that's the temperature.
It is a little specific.
All right,
it really
whatever.
is. I don't like that either. I wish there was more of a range there. But
5 to 32.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right.
But at 5 degrees, it would be snowing as well.
Right? It'd be, okay.
Yes, because it would be colder than 32 degrees.
Yes,
Wow.
32.
Yes, thank you, Alex.
Johnny
You're
didn't
welcome.
know. Don't try to make him sound like he's right, Allie. He could not have been more wrong.
Just trying to help him.
All right, we go move on. Joe got his right. Joe's a step closer to seeing Weezer tonight. That's pretty cool. Let's go to Chris in Pasadena.
And Keanu Reeves.
Johnny doesn't know snow. Hey, Chris, what's up?
Sweet dibs, you guys.
Sweet tips. Here we go. Frosty the Snowman had a pipe made of what? Now, this is not necessarily a snow question, but it is snow adjacent, and I would also argue it is so common knowledge that even Johnny would maybe know this. But I once again, I've been fooled before. Chris, will Johnny know the answer to this?
Absolutely not. Never, not a chance in the world.
All right, he has no confidence in you, not a chance in the world. Frosty the Snowman had a pipe made of what? Johnny.
Klein, that's a cartoon, dude.
I'm well
It's
aware.
a cartoon. This
I
isn't
know.
even snow related because he's a
It
snowman.
is. He's a snowman.
It is snow related.
He has a pipe.
He's probably the biggest mascot for the snow.
I think he's definitely up there. And it's a song that I would imagine you've probably heard and sang as a child, and it's you hear it around the holidays.
With a pipe,
No, we didn't. That sounds.
What do you think Frosty the Snowman's pipe was made out of?
Is that a sexual innuendo? Are you trying to say
it's
his
not
carrot stick
no,
or something?
no, I'm not. I'm
His
not.
carrot
not
stick
saying
or
anything.
something.
Do you have a guess? This guy says
pipe?
you will not know.
What would you use as a pipe though?
That's the question I've asked you.
What's it? He has a pipe though. It's
yeah,
like
he has a pipe.
Yeah.
What's it made out of?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we finally got to. We're back to the question, guys.
Oh, my God.
All that to get back to the original
My
question.
head is spinning.
Let's say wood. They make pipes out of wood. Like old guys smoke wooden pipes.
All right, Chris, good job.
Let's go.
Hold on one second. It's a corncob pipe.
Who would have guessed corn cob
It's in the
pipe?
song.
With a corn cob pipe and a button nose.
How old are you guys? Why do you guys know this song?
That song's been around forever.
We sang that train
around
song
long before I was here. It's still around. It's always
Do you know
been
what the
around.
eyes are made out of?
Huh?
What?
What are Frosty the Snowman's eyes made out of?
Are they like raisins or something?
Yep, you got it.
Raisins here.
So
Nailed it.
small.
All right.
I don't know.
We should just.
Just
I should
like-
throw out every question and just go to all parts of that one song.
All right.
Is Frosty the Snow a man or a woman? I don't know.
Actually, it's 2024.
All right.
We can't presume that
That's
now.
true.
Let's go
You're right,
on.
Johnny.
So right now, Chris is in the running. Joe is in the running. Let's add a Tori and Irvine. Give Tori a shot at this. Hey, Tori. Good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Here we go. Oh, God. I hope he gets this. This is an interesting fact about snowflakes, Johnny. You finish this sentence. No two snowflakes what?
Ooh.
Will Johnny know this? This is questions about snow for Johnny doesn't know. No two snowflakes what? Will he know the answer, Tori?
I'm going to say no.
Yeah, it's smart.
Sorry, Johnny.
That's okay. Johnny, this is an interesting fact about snowflakes. No two snowflakes what?
All I know about snowflakes is that in the Grinch movie, that whole movie was set inside of one snowflake. And they bamboozled me at the end of the movie because they had, like, the whole city, like, on one snowflake. But I don't know there was no, like...
Your mind was blown at the end of the Grinch movie?
Do you remember that, at the end of the Grinch movie? There was, like...
Because they were all on a snowflake?
Yeah.
That was his I See Dead People.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Johnny. No two snowflakes what?
They don't stick together. They don't stick together.
No two snowflakes stick together.
They don't stick together.
How could you make a snowball?
How would you be able to make... Yeah.
Well, because you crush them together with your hands and you force
Frosty
them
the
together.
Snowman would not exist.
Yeah,
if
that's
that
a
were
good
the
point.
case.
All right, Tori, good job guessing he wouldn't know. You know the answer, Tori, right?
No two snowflakes are the same?
Yeah, that's
There you
right.
go.
Everyone knows that. No two snowflakes are identical.
Every snowflake is different.
That's,
How can you even look at it? It's so... Isn't it microscopically tiny?
That's why they
Well,
call...
that's why the Grinch family all built
Oh, jeez.
That's why they call your generation a bunch of snowflakes, because you all think you're so individual and special.
I thought that was
And
a
you're
racial
delicate.
thing. Oh,
What?
is that why?
No, it's not a
It's
racial
not a
thing.
racial
Jesus
Oh.
Christ. All right, we move on. We give two more
You
people.
dirty snowflake.
Two more people. a
Oh,
chance.
snow bunnies is what I'm thinking of.
All
Those
right, we move on, Johnny.
Is that what it is?
I
You know
don't
what I'm
know.
talking
I don't
about.
know what you're talking about.
Did you say that in one
I
of your
don't know-
tapes?
I don't know one thing you've actually said on this entire segment.
I don't know either,
I'm
man.
lost
We always
right
leave this feeling a lot dumber.
Enrique, Johnny doesn't know snow. We move on.
Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots.
Sweet
Here we
Divots.
go. Johnny, what
Please.
seasoning do they put on the road to keep the cars from slipping? Will Johnny know the answer to this? Yes or no?
And Johnny has spent a lot of time this week watching videos about how to get up to Big Bear.
So maybe he's got inside information. What seasoning would they put on the roads to keep the cars from slipping and help melt the ice? Will Johnny know? Enrique?
I'm going to say he's got to know this one.
All right, this one you would think.
Trying to prep, he has to know this.
All right, Johnny. What do they put? What seasoning do they put on the snow to try to help the cars get through it? Okay.
Well, the seasoning, it's during the winter time. But I know this because Vanessa told me the answer yesterday. It is salt.
Whoa!
Johnny.
S-A-L-T.
Good
Salt.
job. Enrique's in the running as well. Everyone's predicted
gotten theirs
correctly.
right. God, I wish we could give it to everybody.
This is the final one now, and then we got to go ahead and pick the name at random. I can't believe he only learned that yesterday, by the way.
Because Vanessa told me, too.
Just yesterday.
Yeah.
You know
I'm
what
glad
they-
Vanessa knows that.
and now you know what they put on the tires too, right? That's not your question, but you know that, right?
Sadly, yeah. Now I know why.
What do you think it is?
They put chains on the car.
Okay, good. See, he knows this now.
Yeah.
All right, we go to this final person now. One final person has a shot. I'm going to say hi to Robert in North Hollywood. This will be the end of it. Hey, Robert, this is your last guy. Everyone has gotten this right. You got a 1 in 5 chance of going to see Weezer tonight, this intimate show. Questions about snow for Johnny. Johnny, you ready?
Oh, yes, please. Let's go.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
Good morning.
Johnny, name the mode of transportation in the Olympics, Winter Olympics, that races through the snow. Will Johnny know the answer to this, yes or no, Robert?
I don't think he's going to know it.
Johnny.
I was going to say Zamboni, but that's not the one that races. That's the one. That's the one that cleans
Olympics?
up. Wait, that's the one that cleans up the ice.
That'd be such a cool Olympic event.
It's so slow.
That'd be sick. But I'm stuck between two options.
Okay.
Let's think it out loud.
It's toboggan and bobsled. I'm stuck between those two.
All right, which one do you think? Which one are you leaning towards?
Toboggan sounds more like German, so that's kind of like Olympic. But then like bobsled kind of sounds more American, so I don't think that one makes sense either. So it's like either one of the or.
God, neither one of those explanations makes any sense.
No, it doesn't.
I'm like, what?
Johnny, just need to know what is
So
the
German is... All right, I'm not going to
Winter
ask.
Olympics.
Well, have you never been to Disneyland? He's like, stepping your Matterhorn Bobsled riders. Welcome,
Yeah,
bobsled
okay,
riders.
I like where your brain's at.
And that's like or Swiss or German Swiss, same thing.
But you
kinda.
just said bobsled sounds American.
Bobsled sounds like Americans made it up, like slang. It's like bobsled. Something
Right.
like that.
Hey, Bob,
Hey,
sled.
hey, Bob,
Right,
let's
I
go
get it.
sledding,
It does
boys.
sound very American, yeah.
So I'm going to go This one's for America. Let's go bobsled. America.
Johnny, you got there.
I did?
This guy said you wouldn't know, and you got
That's
it. So
amazing.
take that, Robert. You're out. You're eliminated. Allie, need a number from you. 1, 2, 5, 6, or 7. Give me a number.
Let's go 2.
You don't even know who's on what line now. Hey, Joe in Long Beach.
Yes, sir.
You're seeing Weezer tonight.
Heck, yes!
Oh, yeah. That is going to be a very, very intimate show. Very exciting moment as they recreate their first show ever. Dog Star will be there. Keanu Reeves, Rivers Cuomo. The guys will be replaying that Blue album, and enjoy yourself, all right?
Hey, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Hold on. Get your information before your phone craps out.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ. K-Rock.
Klein Alley Show. Hold on, Johnny. Don't leave just yet. Hello, you're on K-Rock. What's up?
Good morning, sweet
Hi.
dibs. Happy snow day.
Happy snow day.
Who is this?
This is Donna.
That's you got my mom on the phone?
Is this Johnny's mom?
Yes, it is.
Johnny's mom called.
Johnny's mom.
snap.
The last time we talked to you, Johnny's mom, was when you were calling to congratulate your son on being brave enough to get on an airplane and go to Vegas. You were very proud of him. And today is another one of those milestone days for Johnny.
Exactly. Now he's going to the snow.
That's crazy. Mom, can you tell him really quick why we never went to the snow? Like, tell him, give him a gist really quick.
No, it's cold. It's wet. It hurts. It burns.
I told you guys.
It doesn't burn. I mean, I guess if you're in it long
Well,
enough,
if
it
you
could.
stay wet, if you're not wearing the proper clothing,
Yeah.
then you stay drenched in your clothes all day. And who has snow clothing? We didn't.
Yeah, Johnny's really nervous about the drive up the mountain right now, but he's going to do it. Are you proud of your boy?
Of course. He's just very cautious and doesn't like danger. He's not a wuss.
Yeah.
He loves life. Wants
totally
to
a
enjoy
wuss.
it.
You know you're a wuss when your mom has to say he's not a wuss.
No, I'm referring to that caller previously.
Yeah.
Oh, she's fired up right now,
So-
dude. She's ready to throw hands.
Do you
dude.
have any words of encouragement for Johnny taking this treacherous drive?
Have fun. Take it all in. Enjoy this new experience. And don't come home broken up or in traction, please.
I got you. I know. The boss man said my insurance will kick in about 2 to 3 weeks. But also, too, I'll make sure to bring you home some snow, too. I'll find some jar or bottle or something. I'll bring you some snow.
So happy.
Bring me Olaf.
Who?
Olaf.
Wait a minute. You're going to bring your mom snow from Snow Summit?
Yeah, I'll bring her. I have a peanut butter jar that's empty in my desk. And
I
I'll
love
just
it.
throw it in
I
there.
love this.
All right, great. You're very lucky. You're a very lucky lady. And you can confirm. You can confirm Johnny went to college and graduated.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So Johnny's mom, do you know that Johnny is going to puss out and go the back way up the mountain because he's too scared of going the real way?
Read the report, the weather report about the roads and the visibility or lack of visibility. So, Johnny, take the safest road.
Oh, wow.
Let's go.
It's going to take him 4 hours to get
Johnny
there.
will be there right when we're all leaving. All right.
Make it on time. We'll be good.
Johnny, are you? Is this moving you to the point that we were hoping you would cry, but you're not? So I guess this was a giant waste of time.
Oh, well, give me no, I'm sorry. You got 2 minutes and I could cry real quick. But
Johnny,
that's crazy, though. That's so crazy.
Your mom is very proud of you because you're doing a bunch of stuff that you never did, and she never did. And so everyone wants their kids to have a better life than they had. That's always the goal, right?
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's the goal.
you and Allie, and all you guys, changed my life again, continuously. Look, it hasn't even been a year since Vegas, since the plane thing.
I know, and look at you.
It's just change after change, and it's just all this crazy stuff, and it's just I'm literally afraid for the end of this year because we're gonna do something even bigger than flying our boats and snow and stuff like that. We're gonna go.
I think cocaine's the next thing.
Yeah, we're either do cocaine or we're gonna go to the moon or something.
Go to the moon.
Yeah.
All right.
That's insane.
Johnny's mom, are you okay if Johnny tries a little cocaine?
Well, we'll talk about that later, son.
Okay.
She said she didn't say no.
She didn't say no.
She didn't say no.
Well,
Johnny
look,
would never do cocaine.
Congratulations on the peanut butter jar full of snow you'll be getting later today or this
A
weekend.
peanut buttery thing of water.
Great.
Oh yeah, it is gonna melt. Huh?
Allie, why
man,
did you tell
why
me?
did I say
It's
it?
going to be such a spoiler.
You mush.
Klein, the world Alley famous show. K-Rock. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on K-Rock.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. We got, hold on one second. Paul on the phone quickly, and then we get to your news. Hey, what's up, Paul?
What's up, Klein? How are you?
Good. What's going on?
We won tickets We're going up to see you guys, but we just passed way before Crestline. You have to have chains if you don't have all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive.
Gotta have chains. They're enforcing chains. Is that what you're saying?
They're enforcing chains before Crestline. We're getting into Crestline right now, so it's before that. So you have to have four-wheel drive, snow tires. It says okay, but four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, snow tires or chains.
Mm. And how's the
but are they enforcing it or are the signs just out? You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, Omar,
The cops are there.
The cops are there.
Yeah, but are they really there? Or are
Okay,
they...
all right, they're there.
If we mow them down, are they still there?
Stop it.
Bring donuts.
They're all there. Okay, thank you for the update. We'll see you up there. Can't wait to get together. All right, let's find out what's going on in the news right now. Here you go. Hit it.
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow.
Here's your
I can hear you and see you pressing that button. Let's just get into it. All right, Taylor Swift's Era Tour.
Grab your Adderall. It's time
This
for
board is covered in dirt.
news you can trust.
So Taylor Swift's Eras Tour comes out on Disney Plus today, and to kick it off, they were going to project the video on top of the Hollywood sign, and the whole thing was blocked by the neighbors. They didn't want it there, and now, of course, the news is all over that story because it has to do with Taylor Swift. And this news report, I want you to please guess how many song references they're going to make in this news report. This is a little on the longer side, but it's worth it.
Here we go. I'm going to guess a lot because
KROQ's Joey Benedict is joining us live tonight from the Hollywood sign, where locals know all too well what Swifties can bring.
So there's one.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think we all know. They bring a lot of people, right? But if Taylor was here, I want to imagine that she would say, uh-oh, you need to calm down.
Oh.
But she's not. But if Disney Plus had its way,
my God.
But she's
Just
not.
terrible.
That's two.
it would have been shining tomorrow.
That's another one.
It's a spot for photos, moments, and memories. An enchanted blank space.
There we go.
But what could have been the backdrop for a Swiftie moment? The fear of what could be left neighbors with some bad blood.
Oh, my God.
The sign that hordes of people will be coming up through their flower gardens and making a mess.
Nonetheless, they couldn't shake it off.
I think we should take advantage of that.
And although this neighborhood may be flooded with sightseers all day, even they admit these crews were trouble when they walked in.
How do you feel about that?
Man.
Disappointed.
In the puns, mostly.
I feel disappointed.
Disappointed in the story.
In Taylor words, that means for this neighborhood, we are never, ever, ever getting back together. Okay, I'll stop, really.
Please. That's crazy.
All right, is college still worth it? They did a study and they figured out that, with all the student loans and everything, college is not as worth it as it used to be, and there are some majors that are more worth it than others. In general, they found in this study, which I'm sure was done by unpaid college students, that college is still worth it, but only if you are a computer science major or business, health, or math and sciences. The college majors that had the least, I guess, reward for the work that you're putting in and the money was education, humanities, and arts.
That's me.
That's me too, baby. Woo! We are worthless.
Yeah.
There it is.
Although I did recently hear Cuban, who was given a pretty interesting interview about how AI is going to, this job market is going to shift so drastically within 5 years. And all of the jobs that used to be the very highly coveted ones, those are the ones that are the most easy to replace with the AI.
Mhm.
Because, finance, all that stuff. And the people that they're going to be needing then
Are the arts people.
Are all those creative liberal arts losers.
The ones that the robots are like, oh.
Yeah, because they're like, we didn't bother teaching the robots this dumb, useless stuff. So now all of a sudden you're
it's going to come back around,
this
baby. You and me, Jake.
poetry minor I had has actually got a value now.
Yeah.
So good luck with all that.
Right.
Haiku my way out of debt.
There you go. That's
right,
how we
Jake.
do it.
How would that sound, Jake, in a 5-7-5 stanza? How would you haiku your way out of debt? Go ahead.
I write this thing good so that maybe one day I can get out of debt for good.
I'm sure that was wrong.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM. KROQ.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the weekend. It goes Friday morning, ditch day for some, and maybe for the rest of yous as well. Ditch this country altogether. Head over to Ireland as part of KROQ World Tour. Going to grab caller 20 in a moment, give you the good news. You're on the standby list Monday morning. Assuming we make it out of the mountain, we will deliver the good news to somebody that they've won that trip. So Monday morning, 7 a.m., if your phone rings, you're on that standby boarding list, please answer so we can tell you the good news. You're moving to the actual boarding list to go see Green Day in Dublin. That's what we do around here for the KROQ World Tour. I don't know how many years that's been going on, but get your passport updated and ready to go so we can call you with the good news. First, you've got to get on the standby list, which we have right here. Adding a few more names today. And then Monday get to make the big announcement. So right now, adding to the standby boarding list, if you're on the phone right now and you happen to be listening in Riverside and your name is David.
That's correct. This is David.
Then I have good news for you.
What's the good news?
You're caller 20.
That what? Oh, my God. Woo-ha.
Hoo-ha to you. That's right, a celebration that everyone loves. You will be seeing Green Day right here at their SoFi Stadium show on September 14th. And you got tickets potentially waiting for you to go see them again in Dublin, Ireland, all right?
Oh, my God. That's so awesome. I just got my passport, too, as well.
Oh, look at that. Ready to go. Did you have anything?
Hoo-ha. Ready to go.
There's your celebration. Hoo-ha to you, good sir. Hold on 1 second. You can use that phrase in Ireland. It'll go over gangbusters with the locals, I'm sure. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha. Hold on, all right?
Hoo-ha. All right.
More chances to win coming up again at noon, 3 and 6 here on KROQ today. And then Monday morning, we will give away that trip. And I think we have, I don't know, another destination to tell you about or something like that. I'm not sure what we do anymore. You know, yesterday after the show, I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was 2 days ago, Jake took his erotic photos for the car wrap. You know, he lost our forced resolution bet. And as a result, we were going to wrap his car in
something of our choosing.
Our choosing. And once again, Sweet James made this all possible. Without Sweet James, we would have just had another one of our great ideas with no ability to actually fund it.
Yeah, we had the idea, and then we were like, man, this seems expensive. And then he jumped in and saved the day.
Yeah, and it's funny because Jake wanted a lawyer to look over because he thought he had a case that he didn't really lose forced resolution. So we actually...
I do have a case.
Well, Sweet James says you don't.
Save for Jimmy.
And not only that, did Sweet James say not only did you not have a case, but that he would actually pay to have your car wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually backfired on you in a big way.
But the photos, oof.
The photos, Omar, have you seen them yet or no?
I have not.
Dude,
Keep it that way.
Yeah, I want you to wait until it's on his car because I'm only looking at him on a phone right now. But man, let me tell you,
when you crop it and put it on a car, I cannot wait.
Yeah, and there's some interesting offers that have popped up on the Goat Line for this as well. We'll get into it all next. KROQ.
Klein, Alley, Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ. KROQ.
This is an interesting message that we received after everyone found out that Jake is going to have his car wrapped and a very embarrassing picture of himself.
Hey guys, I'm listening to the podcast, A Little Behind Wednesday show. You guys are talking about Jake's car wrap, and you guys should take it to the car show. There's actually going to be a classic car show at the Orange County Fairgrounds this Sunday.
That's great.
At 11.
Classic car show this Sunday in Orange County. I don't know if it'll be wrapped by then.
What's more classic than Jake's car, too?
Jake's car is the most classic.
It's so classic.
It would beat out all the other cars for classicness.
Yeah.
This
was made in 1920, whatever.
You put Jake's car next to one of those old Model T Fords.
Yeah.
And they're going to say, man, that other car's really old.
Yeah.
It's called jalopy.
So I can't wait for that's going to be very exciting. Thank you for the invite there. Someone wanted to point out something about Omar.
Hey, this message is for Omar Khan. Well, it's actually for all of you, but it's about Omar Khan. I've been listening to this show for a very, very long time, and I've thought this for a long time, but I had never thought to call in and mention it to you guys. But I've noticed something. When Omar Khan laughs, when he really laughs, when he cackles, I don't know if you guys have ever been fans of South Park, but Omar Khan has a South Park character's laugh, like to a T, and it is hilarious.
I've never heard Omar laugh, unfortunately. We try every single show, and the guy is like talking to a wall. You get no reaction. Every once in a while, he'll let out a little chuckle.
Well, we can break out some F and Kevin if we
Yeah,
really want him to
if he wants to hear my old air checks, see, there you go. That'll set him off. Anything that's embarrassing to me or humiliating or something I hate, or anytime he records us off the air and then plays it back for us on the air to sabotage us.
I mean, I love South Park, but I can't picture this. I think
I
need
just
to
wanted
go
to
back
share
through.
that with you guys. Maybe you can pull an audio sample to
Yeah.
compare, but Omar Khan laughs like a South Park character.
All right, well, now we know. Something to be on the lookout for. There you go, Omar. If only you laughed more. Meanwhile, yesterday, Allie's hot sister joined us on the show. Everyone loves Allie's hot sister, except for Allie. And this other person,
I love my sister. Okay,
wanted to point out,
She just doesn't love you back.
Right.
She always
Thank you,
hangs up when you say "I love you." This is what someone has taken from your sister.
Hey guys, so I'm just calling to let you guys know that my husband and I both think that Allie's hot sister is not that hot, actually.
Whoa, bombshell.
Those are fighting words.
We both think she's actually kind of boring.
She is not boring.
And we also think that Allie is a hot one of the two.
Oh,
So
no.
this woman's clearly
They're legally
delusional.
blind.
Yeah, they're delusional
Her
people.
sister just looks like every other girl her age. And Allie looks so unique.
And Allie looks like a woman twice her
Oh,
age.
no.
That's what she was thinking, right?
I also, like, when you look at me, especially when it's a bad angle, you're like, wow, what's going on there? It's
You
like,
look unique.
Yeah,
there's
she-
so much to unpack.
Did you hear what she
you
said
know?
here? She gave a whole compliment about you, but then she said this.
And Allie looks so unique.
You look unique.
That's terrible.
Does anyone want to be described
I want to
as-
look like everyone else.
So did the
Please.
Elephant Man. He was unique too.
Yeah, let's talk about some of the most unique people on planet Earth.
Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. Very unique. Elephant Man. These are all people that have been
The bearded
described
lady.
as unique.
And she's funny. And she's cool. So you get it, girl. We love you, Allie.
Oh,
Oh, that's right.
thank you, you sad people.
Allie and the Sideshows coming soon to a town near you.
Klein, the world, Ellie, famous show. KROQ.